So the second women's match in this session, and it is South Korea against Japan. Jeon Jihee against Hina Hayata. Here is Hina Hayata, 16 years of age, was 17 at the beginning of next month. Left-hander, part of Japan's golden generation, won the team gold at the World Junior Championships in Cape Town last year. Up against her is Jeon Jihee, 24 years of age, the South Korean, a former Chinese youth player, moved when they were 16 years old, the family. Another left-hander, of course, with a slightly unique grip. I'll get my colleague to explain a little bit further about that, but I'm told it's slightly unique. You can see the finger a little bit further down than perhaps you might see. Won the Moroccan Open as a 19-year-old as well, and a couple of years ago 4 doubles titles on the World Tour. So certainly 2 very promising young players. I think we can call 24 still promising, can't we, Gavin?
Yeah, two young players, and both left-handers as well. Obviously the first match that we've seen in this unique T2 competition, left-hander against left-hander.
Yeah, we set ourselves up to see the good forehand from the right-hander, so we'll be able to look at the backhand from here. So away we go then. Korea against Japan, Team JJ against Team Mays.
1 love.
Clock is ticking down from 24 minutes, of course.
Love 2.
Just 15 seconds between points allowed. That's why we don't just use the one ball. We have ball boys everywhere, and ball girls, of course, putting balls back into play when needed.
Love 3.
Well, lightning start from the Japanese player. No respecter of seniority. You see what she was trying to do there, didn't quite land it. It's an excellent start.
What a wonderful serve that is, cutting around the left-hand side of the ball. Little side and topspin serve. Just got the forehand in.
One 5.
Well, that was an amazing point. It was bouncing around all over the place, and neither, I think, of those 2 players were expecting that to happen. Caught the end of it there, but certainly a lot of spin being imparted, and a lot of surprise on both parts. 5-1. Need to get a move on here. 15 seconds, even with the towel break.
5. 1 6.
Get this one wrapped up at this rate within 3 or 4 minutes.
Left 1 6. 6 2.
That'll just make her feel a little bit more comfortable. A second point on the board.
7 2. 3 7.
Unforced error from the Japanese athlete. That's one thing you don't want to see as a captain.
4 7.
Ooh, that was
7 5.
a really awkward shot from Jeon. I think I was caught in 2 minds there. These 2 Every point counting, of course, in the overall standings and the individual standings. 4 players, of course, making it to the grand final, as well as the top 2 teams.
7-5.
So every point counts, and that's the beauty of this match and this tournament.
Flat 7-5. 8-5.
That's better. Service percentage 1 from Hayata up at 86% at the moment.
5-9.
She's linking well from her service into that opening shot.
Flat 5-9.
Timo Boll back in tracksuit, watching his teammates.
Flat 5-9.
Samsonov also involved early on.
5-10.
The previous shot spun viciously, which allowed Hayata to get that forehand in. Game point then.
10-6.
Not just yet. Jeon Jihee fighting back. Oh, there's the fly. We've got a fly here. It's been here for days. Can't get rid of it.
11-6.
Quite likes the table.
First game to teammates.
It hasn't stopped the march of Hina Hayata. Excellent work. Quick as well, which is important when you come to this form of table tennis. And excellent work from Hina Hayata. Plays doubles with another 16-year-old, Mimi Ho. Reached the final of the Korean Open. So she's used to the big occasion. Nothing here will particularly faze her. Jeon Jihee talking to Jeon Jihee, the captain, of course.
Time.
They'll be discussing, although she plays obviously for Korea, she'll be discussing finer matters in Chinese, having been brought up in China.
Second game. Kim JJ to serve. Love off.
Just under 18 minutes left on this clock.
1 love.
It's funny, after the first game they come back for game 2 and they go back to the same side again. So used to them changing round after one game.
Yeah, only change after 2 games here. It's all just to keep the game
Love
flowing.
2.
Another thing we have to talk about at some stage, Gavin, is the line that's missing down the middle of the table. That's a great rally. Best point of the match so far, I'd say. Very fast and crisp exchange, and as a fan, that's really what you want to see.
2 all.
Yeah, go on, this line that's not down the middle, because obviously it's used for doubles. We're not playing doubles, but it has affected some of the players.
Yeah, especially we were speaking earlier to Ding Ning, the women's world #1, and she had expressed the confusion that she had from serving. She uses that middle white line a lot with some of the fancy serves that she uses.
All.
Yeah, line gate, just one of the fascinating storylines of this tournament. Most players not that bothered, but I guess if you use it as a sighter. Look at that, what a beautiful shot. Really shows how much spin you can impart on that kind of inside out backhand.
3 all.
3 all then, tight in the second game.
Let 3 all. 4-3. Three,
Oh.
5.
Didn't read that at all.
Getting a lot of spin there, just at the last second, brushing up and using the thumb to get that extra kick and bounce on the ball.
Let 3-5. 4-5.
This has been a slower paced match, it has to be said. 15 minutes on the clock. We're still, what, halfway through the second game. It's in the players' interest to get
6-4.
through, because the more games you win, the more points you earn.
Seven, 4.
And it's long from Jeon Jihee. And Hayata just starting to assert her authority here, the younger of the two. 6 years younger. Oh, yes.
4-9.
Well, she's certainly on a roll now.
It's one of the examples in table tennis where really fast shot can actually beat yourself.
Well,
9-5.
giving the dose back there, Jeon Jihee. Really strong shot from the Korean. Still in a spot of bother here, though.
Let 9-5. Let 9-5. 9-6.
Just took a bit of a net cord there. Apology coming from Jeon Jihee. Oh yes.
6-10.
Quick backhand brings her another game point. Well, several game points. Just no answer from the Korean. It's just gone long. Took the net.
7-10.
A nod of acknowledgement from Hayata. That'll do it, though.
Second games to
Well, we were
team
talking about it being quite a slow game, but it sped up in that second half, didn't it? And it's a second game for Hayata. And she has looked class in this second game.
Yeah, Hayata is really winning because great serves, following up well. She seems to know the systems of play, what side spin to use first to get either her forehand wing or backhand wing in on the next ball. So there's a lot of fluidity in her game.
11-6, 11-7. That's comfortable in anyone's language. And she's bouncing around whilst talking to Michael Mays. It's a little bit more subdued in that corner. Jeon Jihee speaking to Captain Jiang Jielang. And also some of the teammates getting involved. Bit of coaching there as well.
Third game, Team May
Wu Yan having her two pennyworth,
love off.
which is what the team sport is all about, really. So then, third game, we have just under 12.5 minutes on the clock.
One love.
And straight away, back into the same feature as she had in the first two sets. Serving and knowing exactly where that ball's going to be placed in return of serve.
Love 2. 1-2.
It's what we referred to earlier as a good miss, looking to try and do something to the ball there.
2-all.
A lot of spin on the serve that set up the point for Jeon Jihee. It's a better start for her. Look how tight it is in terms of points between the two teams at the moment. It's been a bit nip and tuck.
Let 2-all.
It's 6-2 but to JJ. Team JJ at one point, but it's come zooming back. Excellent from the youngster.
Just seems to know again where that return is going to go. So she's on to it nice and early.
We're not getting massive rallies here, but we are getting really short and sharp exchanges. And when you're getting tired, that's difficult, isn't it? To keep your focus, keep your concentration, keep your sharpness.
A lot of times in matches on the World Tour, you can get to 2 or 3 sets up, take your foot off the gas just for a moment, drop a set. But here, that's so important to try, if you can win 3-0 or 4-0, that you go ahead, you press forwards and you do it.
Under 10 minutes then of this match to go.
3-4.
And my guess is we'll probably get 4 games in without the kill zone being employed.
Just looking over there, Michael Mays, he's striding around, a little bit anxious.
What were we saying about rallies? Well, there's one. And I tell you, from the side of the table where we are, you can just see the ball curving everywhere, and how the players adjust within a split second is amazing. Tight one this game.
6-3.
Just not enough deception in the receive of serve from Jeon Jihee.
Just giving herself a right old lecture there, Hayata. Thought that was there to be won.
Five, 6. Six all.
It's a good comeback from the Korean. Hayata just perhaps feeling a bit tight in that shoulder, as you do when you're a bit tense. But surely she has enough to bring it home here.
Time.
16 years of age, not the youngest person in this tournament. So we saw just 14 years of age.
Seven, 6.
Look at the reaction from the Team Mays bench. They're all there, they're all watching, they're all really engaged with it. And that's what brought them not quite to their feet, but applauding every one of them. Just slowly overpowering her opponents with the forcefulness of her shots. Rumbles of thunder outside. I'm not sure if we're picking that up on our microphones, but it's quite stormy in here as well.
9.
At this Pinewood Studios, I thought someone might be moving furniture, but I don't think so. Oh, brilliant again. Such hand speed.
That's exactly it. Keeping the racket nice and high. Look at the acceleration through the ball.
And we've already said, we've had a little look at the balls made specially for T2. They're pretty fast. Combination of the two makes for exciting table tennis. 60 minutes, we're going to get another game in, no problem. And there it is, a third game for Hayata, a third point for her and for her team, of course, and we still have enough time on the clock.
There we go, Michael Mays just saying, look, continue, keep your foot on the gas. 3-0's not enough, let's get 4. We're at a really pivotal point in the match.
Look at the conversation, the intensity of the conversation.
High.
There's the cabin, and on the higher level, as we go through the season, I believe VIP sections are going to be dropped in there, so you can sit up there, sip on a drink, enjoy the table tennis. Again, I haven't had the invite yet. You may have. Is it in the post to you yet? We've got the best view in the house, to be fair. And it's another game here between Jeon Jihee and Hayata. More applause from the Team Mays bench. Excellent level here of table tennis.
1-all.
Suggestion from Hayata there. I think she might have hit the table as she tried that forehand.
It's one of those awkward shots that you're not quite sure if the ball's going to come long that you can attack or not.
2-1.
Scoreboard pressure, such a massive thing in sport.
2-all.
Just cramped her up there with the speed of the shot into the body. Could this be the point that Jeon has been searching for, with a game win at last?
4-2.
Couldn't readjust there. It is 3-3. 3 minutes gone on the clock. Again, let's just see how long these towel. They are just slightly pushing the envelope here.
3-all.
That's 15 seconds.
What a lovely change of pace there from Hayata. We were just going at 60-70%, then suddenly the change up there, as you see on screen.
Apology from Hayata as she had a duck from the ball going past her. Got a bit of luck there, and she has a 2-point cushion. Under 2 minutes to go. This will be the last game of this match.
3-6. Time.
Timeout has been called, and it is from the corner of Jeon Jihee. Jeon Jihee calling that. A minute they will have. A minute on the clock. Very relaxed from Hayata. Smiles from Jeon Jihee. Wu Yang happy to put her 2 pennyworth in, who beat Feng 4-0 in her match, so she has a bit of moral authority already.
I'm surprised as well to see Chen Qianan sitting there on the bench. Usually when you're about to go on for a match, you would take yourself away and prepare. Well, that's unusual.
I think the thing is that this match, he knows there's only a minute and a half left on this match, so I guess he knows that there's no waiting any longer. Not to the end of this game, it might go on. He knows that he'll be on very shortly, and I think there are lots of tables to the left of where we're looking now, where there are warm-up tables. He's done his warm-up. I suspect they can try and get a good team ethic there. I tell you what, there's not beyond the bounds of possibility. You could wrap this up in less than a minute and go on to a kill zone. Unlikely. Especially now.
5-7.
Well, if she speeds up here, we've got a chance to try and steal the set.
Left.
And it's definitely the last
7.
game of this match. Well, we thought Hayata was going to just cruise to this one. Perhaps the timeout has done her some good. And another timeout, this time from Team Mays, and very good bit of work from the captain, Michael Mays. Just seemed to have lost a little bit of the flow that she had, being hurried by her opponent.
So this would be a tremendous effort from Hayata if she's to win this next point.
Time.
Thus meaning she wins 4 games to love.
Which of course would
6-7.
not only even things up in terms of points for the teams, it would take her one above. And we'd have had a 4 love result for both of these teams.
7-all. Final point.
We've got a 1-point showdown now. Sudden death.
Well, here we go. Who's going to take this point and who's going to edge ahead in the battle of the teams? And that's what it takes to win the game. And I tell you what, the whole of Team Mays jumped off of the bench and cheered, and they are mightily relieved. And that's an important point, of course. A 4th game, a 4th point, not only for the player but for the team as well. And Team Mays edge ahead in that little battle. And what a start for the 16-year-old. Clean sweep of Jeon Jihee. It was a very, very impressive start. And that is how it has finished there. We ran out of time, but we finished the game anyway. She has been a very impressive player, Hayata. Jeon Jihee fought her way back into that final game with a bit of power. The 2 benches, you can see just how involved Michael Mays has been in this, and the last point meant so much. It's amazing serve she's got, Hayata. The back wiggles around before she actually makes contact. It must be very difficult for the opponent just to see what's happening.
Well, it's unusual in the women's game that someone's playing with, you know, so much spin in service. So yeah, super.
Great contest, and it was a 4-0 win for